Hey my crafty friends, welcome to a new episode with me, Marquita of Marquita's Naughty Crush. I'm so happy that you're joining me today. If you're a long-time subscriber, thanks for coming back and visiting. If you are new to our channel, what I like to do here is, as you see featured here, this video is going to be cut, short, sweet, to the point on current things that I'm working on. But if you like a longer content, which I call my LP long play, because I do collect records, you can find a longer 25 to maybe an hour on my blog, and I will put a link to that description. I'll put a link to the blog in the description box below. So we'll get right into what I've been working on this summer, and the seasons are changing, so my taste for projects are changing. But this summer, what I made was Detroit's Knot split tank, and I loved it. The design was simple. I have a review of it. You will either see it posted here or in the description box below, whichever one. And you can go and see my review and how I liked making it and what I used to make with it. But I'll tell you, I did use Lana Grossa Cool Wool. Wonderful. Really enjoyed making this pattern, so go check out the review. But I made it a size large, and I had to give it a good stretch when I was blocking it so I could really fit it. But I really don't have any complaints. It feels amazing. The yarn is wonderful. As you can see, it has a beautiful drape. It was great. So I made that this summer, and I have not blocked it. I may never block it. And that is my, I'm a little cold. And that is my, I was calling it the Telepod cowl. Yeah, that's right. It's been a minute since I've picked it up because I finished it rather quickly. This was made for the Summer of Romance cowl that's hosted by Crochet Luna and Crochet Cakes. You'll find them here on YouTube. I will link in the description below my blog that displays their 2 videos, and as well as why I chose this particular yarn and my own freestyle pattern to complete this project. But basically, Summer of Romance, it's usually couples based. This year the theme was science fiction, and I picked the first sci-fi movie I ever saw. Don't judge my parents. The Fly, with Jeff Goldblum and Gina Davis. And I really liked the poster for The Fly, and I just happened to have some beautiful yarns. One donated by our lovely subscriber Jan B. Hey Janice, how are you? And I also had a green yarn to bring that accent that you see in the poster out, and I love it. And I didn't follow a pattern. This is a freestyle, and it is just I worked in between the stitches to get this neat texture. And that's as simple as that. And I worked crocheting around. So of course there's more to it than that. So if you want to find out more about the construction, you're going to have to head over to the blog. Click on the link in the description. But that's the second thing that I made this summer. I probably should have led with this, but I didn't. We here at Marquita's Naughty Crush are having our first MAL. I can't believe it. And it is the Vestember MAL. And so if you want to make a vest in the earlier part of fall, which I think is awesome, before we really get into sweater season, sweater weather, join us. We have a Ravelry group. I will link that in the description. Well, actually, it's going to be linked in the blog. So all that's going to be down there. But we do have a Ravelry group. Be sure to follow our community tab as well, because I will post a few updates there, and I recently did one. So you might want to go see that. And join us in the Ravelry group. So I'm going to share what I've done so far. I am very proud of myself considering my ailment here. But for the Vestember MAL, I have completed the back. That's right, I've got the whole back done for Hey Carrie's grandpa sweater. Now, I don't know if this is even double dipping, because this is my MAL, or make along, so that means knitters and crocheters can join. But I'm going to be dipping in to I Love the 80s MAL cowl. Which one is it? I think it's both. With Jackie of Crochet ADHD. So the reason this will count is because for the 80s, you know, there was so much oversized clothes. I am making my vest oversized. So instead of the large, I decided to do the extra large. And from the measurements, it looked like the large was, you know, a bit larger, so you can wear it's not form fitting, so you could wear like a larger shirt underneath. Of course, it's vest, but this is extra large. It's going to be a really good size as far as the oversized for me. And I plan to go to my favorite thrift store, which I frequent a lot, and you may have seen some of my blanket videos. I'll go to the thrift store and find an oversized men's shirt or button-up shirt, whatever you want to call it, and wear it with it. I'm really excited, and of course I'm going to wear leggings with it and boots. So I've got the complete back done. I'm very excited about that. And we'll talk about the stitch markers on the blog. And I have started the front. I have started the front here. And so happy. So happy. But after today, I'm going to take a little break because as you can see, I've put a lot of work into it. So my shoulder needs a rest. But I'm going to take a break here. This is the front. And I have to say the pattern is very easy to follow. I don't know why I thought it was going to be complicated. I think I thought it was going to be complicated because the stitch looks so different to me. I'm wondering if you'll notice. I couldn't figure out what stitch it was. So this is a free pattern, and I'll have all that linked on my blog, like I mentioned in the show notes below. But I just thought that was so interesting. I've used this stitch several times, but not in this way. So I didn't know that it looked like this, and I really like this stitch. So if you want to see longer content, head on over to the blog because that's what I'm going to record now. But I hope that you decide to join our make along and share on Ravelry what you've been working on, what patterns you've decided, what yarn you decide to use. And before I sign off, I will say that I've been using for my vest the Premier Just Yarn Worsted, and I love it. So join us on the blog and you'll hear more about it. Now, because I tore my rotator cuff, I got taped up today. Oh, if you ever tear your rotator cuff, be sure to get the tape because it really does help. And do your exercises when you get home. Don't leave it to the physical therapist to just do it. But anyways, because I tore my rotator cuff, that's pretty much all that I've done this summer, which I'm not really sad about. But another thing that I had been working on that I've been able not to finish it, so it's still a current whip, are my socks. I'm just going to call them my sushi socks. This is my own vanilla recipe style sock that I've been working on. And I do work them two at a time. But typically, I'm going to work on one sock a bit more before I really head into making this second sock. So this is where I am now. This beauty, oh, it smells so good. This is a wool from Woolens and Nosh. And I'll have more details about it on the longer blog. But this is Woolens and Nosh wool. It is a fingering weight. And it's important to me what hook size that I use for different types of wools or yarns for my socks. And I did use a 2.75 millimeter for this sock. And I do have a recipe tutorial for this sock, and I'll link it in the description box below. But this is the sushi colorway, and it's so cute. So cute. I love it. And yes, I had to rip it out because I wasn't paying attention and going too fast. And I think I crocheted too many in the increase. So this is actually, I should be finished, but I had to rip about this far back, and I've worked back where I stopped. So I'm happy where I am. It might take me a while to finish that on it. But if this is where it ends for you, thank you so much for joining. I hope you like and I hope you subscribe. I'm still working to see if we'll get 1,000 subscribers for the giveaway prize. And we're slowly adding on for that giveaway. But too, we're probably going to have a giveaway for this mal as well. So if you want to donate to that, let me know. But if not, I will see you again next time in the next video. Thanks for joining us. Bye-bye.